I'm Jeff Murrah. I want to welcome you to True Texas History, where today we're going to take a look at the life of Judge Baylor, also known as Robert Emmett Bledsoe Baylor, R.E.B. Baylor. I decided to go ahead and do this one because Baylor's in the news again. It seems as though some of the students object to the statue of Judge Baylor and want him removed. So who was Judge Baylor? Well, we're going to talk about it. Judge Baylor was, I believe, he was born in Kentucky in 1793. His father actually was a Continental soldier, and he distinguished himself in the War of 1812, and was doing well in terms of establishing himself. Went into the practice of law and had a decent law practice. And then the Second Great Awakening happened. This was one of those events where there was a massive outpouring in terms of the gospel and people turning to the Lord and changing their ways. And Robert Baylor was caught up in it, and he had a conversion, changed his life, and that happened in 1839. And so after his conversion, he decided, and becoming a Christian, he decided to pack up his things and head to Texas, which he did, and became one of our early Supreme Court judges during the Republic of Texas, and that's where he earned the title of Judge Baylor. Now, Baylor was instrumental in terms of coming up with a state constitution, which is quite appropriate because February 19th is Texas Statehood Day when we joined the Union, and he was instrumental in forging the Constitution that we used in terms of coming into the Union. He was, one of the things that he believed in when he came to Texas. He believed that Texas needed a Christian college, Christian university, and since he was of the Baptist denomination, he went ahead and started working with his peers and establishing that, and that became the start of Baylor University. Now, originally, Baylor did not want the college named after him. One of the fellows that worked with him was the one that made the decision to go ahead and refer to the college as that they established as Baylor. Between the time of the Republic of Texas and the war, many of the small communities started developing their own colleges, and this was one of them. And he was very involved with the Masons. He was well known in terms of being a judge for his almost circuit riding ways. He rode around on horseback with his law books on one side and the Bible in the other. So, he was literally a circuit riding preacher and a circuit riding judge at the same time. And he exemplified the motto of Baylor, which is pro ecclesia, pro Texana. So in other words, for the church and for Texas. And apparently some of these students at Baylor are ungrateful for people who made the sacrifices and went ahead and made the donations to create these institutions. They don't care who created them. They're just out to destroy them and take them down. If they showed some gratitude and actually did the pro ecclesia and didn't remove the ancient landmarks, didn't remove the statues, would be in much better shape if they went there just for an education and not to stir up trouble. But that's some of my own biases there. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about Judge Baylor and his contributions, and what better day to do it than Texas Statehood Day. I hope that you enjoyed it. And Judge Baylor is one of those people that we need to know more about. I mean, that's one reason why we have statues to these people, to go ahead and say, I wonder what that person did. What can we learn from their life? How is that person an inspiration to us? But apparently there are some students that don't want those types of inspirations, that refuse to look at things within the context in which they occurred, and have some very distorted views of history. Now, for years, Baylor University was a private university. Not everybody could afford to go to Baylor. Many people wanted to go, but it was awfully pricey. So, anyways, that will be a little rundown of Baylor University, a little rundown of Judge Baylor, to help you understand the background of this man that is in the middle of controversy. So until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you vaya con Dios, my friends. Talk to you next time. If there's any topics or concerns you want me to address, I'll address them below. I still want to continue with some of the filibustering, some of the stuff about pirates, which I hope to get to, but I felt like, when people start tearing down statues, I need to talk about the people before the statues are gone. So until next time, see you.